Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to make this recipe which I've already made for you guys. It's sweet potatoes with marshmallow. Now let me tell you really quickly, this is one of my most favorite dishes. I know I'm European, I grew up in Austria, and I did not have Thanksgiving until the first year when I moved to America, which was when I was 23 years old. And the first Thanksgiving I've ever gone to was with my friend Renee and her parents, and they made this dish and I just fell in love with it. It's so different because in Europe we really don't have marshmallows, and I didn't grow up with sweet potatoes, so this is such a fun dish. And if you want to know how I made this dish, keep on watching and I see you at the end of the video. Guys, so what you will need for this recipe is sweet potatoes, and I have already done all the work for you guys a little bit earlier. So once you have your sweet potatoes, they look like that. I wash them, I scrub them really nicely, and then I prick them with a fork all over. That helps with cooking a little bit faster. And then I lay them on a cookie sheet, just like that, with parchment paper. And then they go in the oven, in a preheated oven at 400 for about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the size of your sweet potato. Then I take them out, and then you just let them cool off. So once they're cooled off, I'm going to show you the next step. All you really need is a Cuisinart and a few ingredients. And I just really quickly want to mention about a few little tips and tricks about Thanksgiving dinner. What I like to do is I usually make a menu for my dinner a week in advance, because I find it so fun to kind of go through magazines and look at blogs and just look at new recipes for the year. And then I make my menu. If you have some guests coming, sometimes we do like a potluck and everyone is sort of assigned to a recipe. But I like to make my menu and then I sort of plan for the day. And I like to do my shopping usually on a Sunday or even on Saturday, because Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday. I do my shopping, I make my list, and then everything sort of has its plan. So I like doing all my side dishes usually on Monday or Tuesday already. So this particular recipe you could literally already make on Tuesday, and then on Thanksgiving Day all you really need to do is bake them in the oven with the marshmallows on top. So I think that is a nice little tip before you start your cooking. All right, so let me show you. This is now so easy. All you really need to do is put your sweet potatoes in your Cuisinart, obviously not with the skin on. So I'm gonna lift one up. I'm going to cut one in the middle. And then what I do is I work with my fingers, and then you have to take the skin off and obviously put that into your Cuisinart without the skin on. And once they're cooled off, they're so easy to handle. You can also take a spoon and then just take the flesh and put it into your Cuisinart. And I'm going to do this now with all my sweet potatoes. After you have peeled your sweet potatoes and they're in your Cuisinart, now we're gonna add some ingredients, just like kosher salt. And I'm going to leave all the exact measurements down in the description box. So this is kosher salt. And then I'm gonna add some cinnamon, some maple syrup. I like to use 100% pure Vermont maple syrup. This one here is from Trader Joe's. I'm also going to add some nutmeg, some brown sugar, and some butter. I like to use, I would say for 7 sweet potatoes, I'm going to use about a little bit more than a half a stick. And that's it. Now we're going to mix this in the Cuisinart. Just put it on. And then I'm gonna go in and just do one quick mix or stir. My potatoes are really cooled off because I made mine this morning, but if they're a little bit more warm, and my butter is also really cold because I took it out of the fridge, so it's going to take a little bit longer to mix, but let's just do one more mix right here. All right, I feel like this is done. I'm gonna do one more quick stir. Yeah, it looks beautiful. The consistency is really nice. I'm gonna give it a quick taste. And it's not too sweet. I don't like to make it too sweet. It's just perfect right now. And then that's it. All you really need to do is now fill this into a baking dish. I'm gonna show you two options. I have this really pretty baking dish here by Williams Sonoma. I really like this guy. Or I have these individual souffle dishes, which I really like as well. And this is really cute if you have the time. And if you have a smaller group of guests, I really like serving it in those little souffle dishes. And again, now you could stop at this part and just put this into a container or even a Tupperware, and then the day of Thanksgiving, you can do this for your prep. So again, all you really need is a baking dish. And now I'm going to show you, let's pretend it's Thanksgiving today, and this is what I would do. I'm gonna fill it in here. I'm gonna switch to a different spoon like this. All right. I'm gonna take out the sharp part, which is the knife. It's so good. I love it. Now let's clean this. And that's why I love using that baking spoon, because you can get everything out with that little spatula. Not baking dish, baking spoon. All right, so now I'm going to just make this even. Just like that. One more taste. This is what it looks like. Now, the way how I do it is I put a foil over this, and then I put it into my fridge, and then on the day I bake it. Now the fun part starts. This is so American to me, marshmallows. I did not grow up with them, but it tastes so good with this dish. So I usually buy the large size, and now I'm going to just put them on top of it. And just cover the entire dish with marshmallows. All covered with marshmallows, and now this is going into the oven. I actually preheated my oven. I put it on broil. Now, this happened to me already a few times, so you really, and I know Thanksgiving can be a very stressful day because you're making so many different dishes, but you really have to watch it, because if you put it in too long, you are going to burn the marshmallows. So I put this in for, I would say 3 to 5 minutes, but let me do it right now, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how long I'm putting them in. All right, guys, I just took it out of the oven. This is it. This is the famous sweet potato with marshmallows. Again, really important that you watch, because it gets brown so easily and you really don't want this to burn. I had it in for exactly 3.5 minutes, and I turned it a few times because my oven is a little bit weird, so it got more brown in the center but not on the outside. So I just turned it. Yeah, and that's it. It's so easy. It's always such a big hit and such a big success at my house. I'm going to just dig in here right now, and I just will, oh, can you hear the marshmallow? The combination of this is just so much fun. Okay, I'm going to try this with you guys. I think it's really hot. Oh my God, it's so amazing. It's so good. Yum. I can't wait for you guys to try this out, and I hope that you have a chance to make this for Thanksgiving. All right, guys, this is it. It's such a fun recipe. I love this recipe because the kids love it, and usually all the adults always dig in because it's a fun dish, and I think that you will not disappoint anyone. And again, I love it because you can prep this kind of dish and you can make it in advance. And I can't wait to hear all of you guys' feedback. I hope that you have a chance to try it out. And I always love when you guys make a recipe of mine, and when you send me pictures on Instagram, and when you tag me, it literally makes my day. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, like my video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me down some comments and what you would like to see next. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Bye.